Immunizing your baby or your child. It is essential, but I'm not talking about vaccinations. I'm talking about practical, natural interventions that not only strengthen your baby, prevent disease and infection, but they will be the most radiant, healthy baby of the lot. Welcome to the Vital Veda Show. Immerse in a shared experience with me of exploring exciting realms of holistic health and the rich, expansive field of consciousness of which underlies and encompasses everything. It is here that we explore the essence of what health and vitality truly is. Get ready to discover how to enliven your ultimate potential for health and to live a life in a frictionless flow while achieving more. You deserve to feel vitality. As a matter of fact, it is innate within you. Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Dylan Smith. I am an Ayurvedic practitioner and Ayurvedic educator based in Sydney, Australia. And today we are joined by my teacher, Dr. A.V. Raju, also known as Krishna Raju. And we talk about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. It is about bringing up your baby as soon as they exit the womb, as well as the child, right up until it's a teenager. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it is there's so much rich information, according to Ayurveda, the science of life, about enriching the baby with these specific measures for that they can ensure proper health for the whole life. Because whatever you give your baby at the very early stages, that will blueprint on them for their whole life. Similarly, if you are jeopardizing their health and feeding them crap and exposing them to pollutants and other nasties, that will, they could be inflicted with a disease at 70 years old, which would be because of how they were brought up in their early years. So today I'm going to give you some real simple, practical tools for you to give to your babies and children. I'm joined by my teacher, Dr. Raju, who's going to specifically talk about the baby massage, known as the Abhyanga in Ayurveda, which is really one of the most important things to give to babies. A massage for everyone, even adults, but especially babies. It's like a bath. You sleep, you bathe, you eat. Well, you also got to lubricate your body with oil and move the lymph and the blood and build the tissues and nourish the nervous system, because your skin has more nerve endings than anything on the body. So it really is an essential component that has been lost. And essential components, essential regimes, they are vital for babies. You can't miss a baby bath. You can't miss feeding a baby. You can't miss loving a baby. So the baby Abhyanga, which is oil massage, is so vital. That's what Dr. Krishna Raju is going to talk about. We're going to get into that. Then after, I'm going to share some other methods of Ayurvedic immunization. We're not going to get into vaccinations. That is for another podcast. I recommend you do these Ayurvedic immunizations, strengthen your baby's immunity, then vaccinations won't be necessary. A quick introduction to Dr. Raju. He's part of the Raju family, which is a family that have been healing for many generations. And we're very lucky to have him here because there's not many people these days with this knowledge, this pure, authentic knowledge that have been passed down for so many generations, because so much Ayurveda has been confused, misunderstood, especially when we start getting in the more complex areas of this science, such as pulse diagnosis and Mama therapy, which is where acupuncture came from. This knowledge becomes lost, and we're lucky to have someone with Dr. Raju share knowledge with us. So Dr. A.V. Raju is the head of his clinic in India. He's been a professor at universities. He's been a full-time director of the Dr. Raju Institute. He's a faculty head of Panchakarma at Ayurveda College in Kerala. He's advisor to the Russian Indian Federation in Moscow. He's advisor to the Amarati Ayurvedic Retreat in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and secretary for Karnataka Educational Trust, technical director for Sahara States, and just an all-around fantastic doctor. I'm fortunate he's my teacher, and fortunate that he travels the world and brings Ayurveda to you if you can't make it to India. Anyway, enjoy the show. This was recorded in Marimbula on Dr. Raju's annual Australian tour in September 2017. Enjoy. So I'm with Vaidya Krishna Raju, and it's our first day in Marimbila. We just had 3 days in Sydney, 3.5 actually, of consultations, and a lot of kids, surprisingly. We saw a lot of young children from the age of 1 to 4, 5, 6. And a big thing Krishna Raju was saying was, do the baby Abhyanga, do the baby massage. And a lot of these parents were not practicing, and it's a very important thing. And Dr. Raju, why is it so important, and why have you been prescribing so much?
Yeah. Mainly, Abhyanga is with the Abhyanga we can overcome Vata very easily. We can satisfy the Vata. And there are so many diseases caused by Vata. If we take the number of Vata diseases are 80, and Pitta diseases are 40, and Kapha diseases are 20. So, if we are introducing Abhyanga from the childhood, we can prevent so many diseases, number one. Number two, when we do the Abhyanga, the absorption of the oil into the body, and it brings out some toxins out from the body. That's one thing. And also, which improves the muscles and bones growth for the baby a lot. So that is also one of the important thing. And also, Abhyanga is Shramapaha, means it reduces the exertion.
So you're saying if one is exerted, then Abhyanga will reduce that, you'll wake you up and make you rejuvenated. Okay.
And when you give a good massage and followed by a bath to the baby, after that the baby will have good amount of milk and baby sleeps very well. Means it is like an exercise to the baby, and it helps a lot in the growth of the baby. And especially the sesame, the oil, sesame oil is very good for the calcium building up. Sesame is mainly, it is also cassia, means it is good for the hair. Hair is nothing but also related to the asti dhatu, the bones. So that is why the bones growth and hair growth will be more. So always the medicated oils are, so many medicated oils are there, and the baby should be massaged every day. From the day after the delivery, whenever you start the bathing, from that day onwards you can do the massage, and it helps the baby's growth a lot. And especially to the head massage, when you do proper head massage and everyday head massage, usually those babies, they will not complain headaches, because the headaches are nothing but with the Vata derangement in the head. So when you do the massage to the head, definitely the Vata is getting suppressed and Vata is getting low, and more growth in the strong skull and less Vata in the head. So it will create the good growth of the hair as well as no headaches and more bright sensory things, good vision, good smell, good taste, and all the senses, all the 5 senses will be more better. And how the head is controlling, how the brain is controlling all over the body, when you are doing the head massage, definitely all the bodily works will improve a lot.
Okay, so we reduce the Veda, which is so many diseases, and then that's good prevention for the baby's life.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, when we reduce the Veda, the Kapha increases, which is building all the tissues of the baby and strengthening the bones and the scalp and everything.
Yeah. It will not increase a lot Kapha, but when Vata is reduced, Kapha will be a little increased. And that is the age of Kapha. And Kapha is the factor for the growth and also the connectivity and coherence. So it will be more.
Okay. And if not sesame, sometimes that can aggravate babies. Which other oils can be used?
Coconut oil can be used.
Okay. Cold pressed.
Cold pressed.
Okay.
And extra virgin.
And start day one and go to the whole life.
Yeah.
What is the most important thing for baby? Abhyanga? And anything else is very important?
Just Abhyanga and timely food.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jai Gurudev.
I hope you enjoy listening to Dr. Raju talk about how essential Ayurvedic massage is for babies. I'm just going to clarify more on that. You do, after they come out the womb, you can give them a bath, or even without the bath, then you give the first massage. Then for 11 days, you do not give massage. Actually, this is a time for mum and baby to bond, and they need a rest. Even the mother as well should not be doing Abhyanga. Then after those 11 days, then every day of the baby's life, they should be having massage. You know, it's not uncommon in India to find an old man who's about 80 or 90 years old who has had a massage every day of their life, except the first 11 days. It's not uncommon. You'll see these old men giving the massage. As I said, it's like a bath, it's like eating, it's like sleeping. We have to anoint ourselves with oil and move the blood and lymph. And you will feel a difference 100%. And for babies especially, it is so important, because whatever happens to those sensitive little physiologies, that will make a massive impact. For more on baby massage and Abhyanga, check out the show notes. You can go to the Vital Veda website, go to Learn and Podcasts and find this podcast, and then you'll learn all about it. You can learn how to give yourself a massage if you're an adult, and also how to give your baby a massage. Now, for other methods and interventions you can do to strengthen your baby's immunity. First, we start with mum. As soon as mum gives birth, we need to make sure mum's healthy, because mum is what's going to be passing the nutrients, going to be passing the breast milk to the baby. So we need to take care of mum. And it's a vital time for mum to take herbs right after birth. She needs to take, ideally right after birth, but even if mothers are listening to this and their child is 6 months, they can again take the herbs to rejuvenate their hormones, because their hormones are completely out of whack once they give birth. And there's a lot of vata in the mother, so we need to give herbs to pacify that. Also food, they need to be eating foods like a lot of garlic and a lot of ghee, and of course the garlic, you must remove the inner green sprouts. This is going to reduce the vata. Also in ojas increasing foods, ojas is like our vital essence. It is that luster in a baby. It is our immunity. It is our factor for reproduction. So ojas increasing foods are, yes, ghee, yes, garlic, but also hot milk and raisins and dates and saffron. You can see the show notes for all that. But mainly we need to rejuvenate mum's hormones and balance the vata, then she will be giving proper nutrients to the baby. And the herbs play a big role in that, especially to purify breast milk and increase lactation if needed. Another thing is for mum is giving baby massage. Not only going to benefit the baby, but studies show that actually the masseuse secretes more oxytocin than the person who's receiving that. So oxytocin is the loving bonding hormone, and that's going to increase more in mum as she massages her baby. Same with dad as well. So this is going to make mum more happy and make mum secrete more breast milk naturally. So she should definitely be giving, no doubt, baby massage every day. Also, other people can of course give as long as the baby's getting it every day. So firstly, let's take care of mum. Second thing is herbs. There's a special herb for the baby called Swana Prasha. What it is it's gold ash, or in Ayurveda we call Swana Basma, which translates to gold ash. It's the ash of gold, very, very fine and minute. You mixed one hairpin. So if you were to get a pin and stick it in this powder of gold, you just take one pin, mix that with honey and ghee. Of course, never equal quantities. Double the amounts of honey, half the amount of ghee. Mix it with the gold. As soon as the baby comes out of the womb, father can dip the finger, put it in the baby's mouth. Okay, more instructions on this on my website. This is the number one immunization in the beginning. That's very important. It's going to strengthen the baby's immunity. Gold is naturally a rejuvenator, builds the tissues, and it's going to just invigorate this baby with this sensory explosion of vitality, which will blueprint on their body for the life to come. Then after that, once a month, we can continually give this same immunization, this paste to the baby, and after that, we can swap that with drops, specific drops called push-your drops. Again, these drops you can only get from me or the Raju family because the Raju family make it. After that, there are more herbs you give to the baby, like there's one called Shiva drops, another Raju family formula, and then there's one called Swasanta Yog, which is an immunity and keeps allergies away. These are just things you have to consult me directly with. But the Swana Prasha you can all do. If you want the more specific herbs on top of that, then you can contact me or the Raju family. So 1, take care of mum. 2, give the baby herbs. 3 is after the baby comes out of the womb, this is an intimate time, especially for baby and mum. Actually, in Ayurveda, for the first 40 days, the baby and mum should just be together like 2 ropes tangled very, very tightly. They hardly go out the house. They hardly socialize. They hardly let other people see them. It's just a time for them to bond, especially the first 11 days. Even the husband doesn't spend much time. It's more just the husband's there to serve, give the mum food. But the first 11 days, they should just be together. No one should really visit. Just proper bonding time, and this is going to set up bonding for the whole life. Also, this will prevent anxiety from developing in this little human's physiology. This is also related to when the baby sleeps. They should sleep with the mother and in the same bed, not separating your baby and forcing them in a cot in a separate room and making them cry all the time. This means they'll develop anxiety. So keep the baby with you. You can get technology, little equipment that prevents you from squashing it, and share the love. Another important thing, as Vaidya Raju mentioned, is diet for the baby, food, and especially food introduction. It's some knowledge that is not well around. People don't know how to introduce food to their babies, and they're introducing complex foods and mixing foods, and then people are developing intolerances and getting digestive issues. So basically it should just be simple feeding, simplify the foods more, and very slowly go easy on the flavors, go easy on the salt and the sugar. Start with something like a nice rice milk, start with some fruit, some vegetables, and don't give such a complex range of food. And I'll put in the show notes. At the moment, still haven't released the article about baby food introduction, but by the time you're listening to this, maybe it is there. So have a look in the show notes. But of course, really give only fresh, pure, cooked food. And if you can only give breast milk till the baby is 6 months and 6 days, that is the best. Breast milk only. Then after that, you can slowly introduce the foods. One last thing is to maintain sattva in the house. Sattva is purity. Maintain pure relationships, maintain pure vibes, no arguments. Then this will, not induce stress in the baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed. These are the main things for baby immunization. I've got more detail in the show notes. You can read articles and There's a free post on how to give massage, how to do self-Abhyanga. You can apply that to a baby very easily. If you want the medicated oils, you can contact me. If you want to learn more about doshas, this Vada, Pitta, Kapha thing, these fancy words that Vaidya Raju was talking about, not very fancy, becoming fancy in the modern health alternative scene. I'll also put a link to learn about them. Not very important, they're just summaries of the 5 elements. In Ayurveda we have 5 elements: space, air, fire, water, earth. Everything on this planet is composed of them. Every person, every plant, every object, every mineral. So it's just about balancing these 5 elements. Very simple. Ayurveda has said, well, let's be even more simple. Let's put them into 3 doshas. So these 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, are just summaries of those elements. And from there we can simply treat things in a very holistic way. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to the show so you don't miss episodes. Please comment and leave a review. I love reading them so much and I value your feedback. Send me critical criticism if you want, but do that via email rather than leaving it on the show. But yeah, please do subscribe on iTunes, leave a review on iTunes so this doesn't get lost into the ether of the interweb. I'll be releasing podcasts every fortnight, so expect to see them. If you want knowledge more regularly, check out my Instagram, Vital Veda. That is the best way. Also subscribe to my newsletter for some articles in your inbox, and let me know what you're feeling. Who do you want me to interview? Give me some ideas. Let's grow this thing. Until next time.